Can we have Fabian Joseph come to the stage, please? As you look at Fabian Joseph sitting here on stage, you see a guy who looks like the average guy, about 5'8", 170 plus or minus 5. He is average in stature, but most hockey people would consider him small, and his physical size may have held him back in certain situations. But hockey people measured Fabian Joseph by the size of his heart. And the little guy from Cape Breton made a mark in hockey that few are able to do. He played at the highest levels of Major Junior. He was a star in the American Hockey League. He was captain of Canada's Olympic team in 1994. He won 2 Olympic silver medals, and he has since become a winning coach at the university level. And a couple of years ago, I had a call from the producer of Hockey Night in Canada who said, we're planning this thing called Hockey Day in Canada, and I want you to do a feature, sort of a where are they now profile, anybody that would qualify. And I said, oh, do we have the guy? So here is what aired on CBC's Hockey Night in Canada about a year and a half ago.
Get us a good stretch here, man. Get ready for Hockey Night in Canada.
He may be just a few years older than most of his team, but when the coach of the Dalhousie Tigers talks, his players listen intently.
4-corner drill, cut across. First one, the pass, drive wide.
And they should, because on his resume are 2 Olympic silver medals.
Joseph, here's a 2-on-1 for the Canadians going in. Ashley, Joseph scored. No, he hit the post.
And how he got from here to here is a big part of Nova Scotia hockey history.
I can't remember not loving hockey. I come from a big family of 14 kids, and I had 7 older brothers that all played. And I think from day one, I had the stick and ball in the kitchen, and a lot of support from my family.
Good job, boys, good job!
For Fabian Joseph, the game has always been a passion. A childhood prodigy in Sydney, Cape Breton, he grew up to have a great junior career, both in Victoria for the Cougars and in Toronto with the Marlboros. The chance to play in the NHL never came, but the chance to endear himself to Canadian hockey fans everywhere did.
I was finished junior, and Dave King approached me and wanted me to join the national team. And at that time, I didn't have a lot of options in terms of pro, and I felt it would be a great opportunity to develop my game.
Here's a chance for Nedved. He scores. Canada takes the lead again.
And develop he did. Joseph played on 2 Canadian Olympic teams, winning silver in Albertville in 1992 and captaining Canada to another silver in 1994 in Lillehammer.
You have nothing to be ashamed of.
I guess it was a feeling of accomplishment, but you were still disappointed because you didn't win that gold, and you were so close to winning it. And you know, I think at the time, again, you know, you didn't realize how big it was to win a silver medal. There was a lot of disappointment from what we put into it as a team and get that far.
The announcement for the silver medalists.
After the '94 Olympics, Joseph played pro hockey for 4 more years before retiring due to a neck injury. He moved back to Nova Scotia, and this past year was named coach of the Dalhousie Tigers.
2 hands, Marty!
He says the job is perfect for him. He's still close to the game he loves, and he has more time now for the other big team in his life.
Fabian spends a lot more time with the kids. You know, he comes home and they love to see him come through the door, and Michael's always yelling, "Game on," you know, and he's really excited to see him come in. And
Game on, let's go get next.
Jordy's the same, and he's really good with the kids, and it's nice to have him around a little more now.
Whoa, go!
Yes, we can look at all his accomplishments and look at what he's done and be very proud of it. And other people are proud of it too, and they feel that they're part of it because, you know, he's from Cape Breton, so everybody that lives there feels like they have taken part in his life.
Yeah, boy!
He's a hero to his boys, and he's a hero to everybody that he grew up with. But he's still Fabian.
You know, I've had some great coaches coming up myself, and it's nice to be able to lend a hand to these young aspiring kids coming up, and kind of, you know, when they look at you and they see that you've actually gone on in the game from this area and done quite well, then there's some hopes and dreams for them also that it can be accomplished.
That's it, walks, that's it, walks. Play it out here, boys.
Remember that night we spent in your basement? Is that unbelievable? Dave King coached Fabian during the Olympic Games, and here's words from him.
He was a terrific player, very honest player, very hardworking player. Always thought team first, very unselfish. And I look back at our Olympic team in '92 that won the silver medal, and Fabian was really a key ingredient because he's one of the guys that just always gave us a positive work ethic on the ice, never quit, always giving us his best. On behalf of everybody, Fabian, involved with you, have a great night, and we hope it's a special occasion for you. Thank you very much.
Fabian took his first steps along the coaching trail at Milwaukee of the International Hockey League. His mentor there was current Milwaukee Admirals GM Phil Whitliff.
Fabian, we're delighted that you started your coaching career here with the Admirals, and we're also delighted that you played several seasons for us. You were a true credit to our organization, as you are to every organization you've been affiliated with. We offer you sincere congratulations on your entry into the Hall of Fame.
Fabian was a teammate of Dave Andrews when both were with Victoria of the Major Junior Western Hockey League. When Fabian came home to play for his hometown Cape Breton Oilers club in Sydney, Dave Andrews was the GM, now president of the American Hockey League. Dave Andrews has sent a message.
Hey Fabe, congratulations on your induction into the Nova Scotia Sports Hall of Fame. It's been 20 years at least since I sat in your parents' living room in Sydney and convinced Dates and Mabel to let you go to Victoria and launch your career. Since then, I've had the honor to be your coach and leader and unofficial agent in junior hockey, pro hockey, and with the national team program. And having seen you play 400 games or so, I'm eminently qualified to tell you and those there tonight that as a player, I think you played with more heart, with more desire, and more pride in performance in every shift than any player that I ever saw.
Just quickly, this fax came today. Dear Fabian, just a note to congratulate you on your induction into the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame. This is a great honor and one that you richly deserve. You've had a great playing career in hockey, and now you'll make your mark as a great hockey coach. I'm sorry I can't be there, but I'm thinking about you. From the Calgary Flames, Al McNeil. He has been a goal scorer, a playmaker, a team player, a captain, a silver medalist, an inspiration to smaller players, and now a coach whose playing feats can inspire his charges. The newest member of the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame is Fabian Joseph. I'd like to call the presenters to the stage, please. The program marketing coordinator from CBC Television, Melissa Sinclair. And to present the pin is a mentor and a man who constantly pushed Fabian to excel, his brother, Blair Joseph. I can tell by your face what this means to you, but try to just put it into words.
Well, I just want to get one thing straight. Dave Andrews was speaking there, and I remember when I went to Victoria at 15, 7 brothers. They all gave me their only suit, so it's going away to play junior hockey. But the funny thing is, about 4 o'clock this afternoon, they're at my place looking for one for tonight.
Just a conservative guess. How many friends and family are here tonight?
Stand up.
That section?
Stand up.
Why don't you stand up? Show us, friends and family.
My team bags over.
I think a real nice testament to this man as a coach, too, is that his entire team is sitting back there, the Dow Tigers, right? That's great. The role of family and what you've been able to accomplish, what is it?
Well, I think growing up in a big family, had a lot of support right from day one, but I think the last 2 or 3 months has been a tough time for our family. My dad's been pretty sick, but it just goes to show what family's all about and just the constitution that man has. I think about 4 or 5 doctors and nurses from Cape Breton and Halifax had him written off a few times, as well as us as family. We weren't sure if he was going to make it a lot of nights, and he's got quite a constitution, and I tell you, he's in my Hall of Fame in my mind, and I wish he was here tonight, but he's still battling, and I know he's going to come through. He'll be home in a couple of weeks.
As you saw the video and heard the testimonials, moments from your career that kind of stand out on a night like this?
Well, I think you look at inspirational people, and I remember playing the OHL All-Star game in Kitchener. Sherry Basson was the speaker, and he said something that always stuck in my mind. It was, if you have a choice between being liked and being respected, he said, be respected. He said, because if people respect you, they're going to like you. But they might like you, they may not respect you. So that was something that always stood in my mind. And also Dave King, I remember he said, you got to reach your potential as an athlete before you can reach your potential as a player, and I think that's words that I've kind of wanted my career to lead into. I wanted to make sure that I was the best athlete I could be to become the best player I could be, and just your nutrition, your your conditioning, your mental skills training, all those things that make you a top athlete, they're going to make you the best player you can be. And I think Al McGinnis had a funny thing. He said, he seen me a couple of years ago, he said, you used to be able to stick handle in a phone booth. He said, you can't get in one now.
I'm not going to try to top Al McGinnis. Ladies and gentlemen, Fabian Joseph, 2002 inductee.